You pull out your phone. You tap a name. Within seconds, a voice on the other side of the planet answers you instantly, as if distance doesn't exist at all. You don't think twice about it. But the real story of how humans learn to talk to each other across distance is far stranger than a phone call. It starts with a fire. Not a phone tower, not a satellite. A fire burning on top of a hill thousands of years before anyone had a word for telephone. Picture a lookout standing on a ridge. Below, spread across miles of open land, are other lookouts, each one stationed on their own hill, each one watching the horizon. The moment danger approaches or a message needs to travel fast, the first lookout lights a fire. The smoke rises. The next lookout, miles away, sees it and lights their own fire in response. Within minutes, a message that would take days to walk has crossed an entire region. Archaeologists have found evidence of exactly this kind of relay system stretching back thousands of years, from ancient Chinese watchtowers along the Great Wall to hilltop beacon networks across ancient Greece. Historian Aeneas Tacticus, writing over 2,000 years ago, described intricate systems where the pattern of torches, not just their presence, encoded specific messages. One torch meant one thing. Two torches, arranged a certain way, meant something else entirely. This wasn't a phone call, but it was, in every sense that mattered, a message sent across a distance no human voice could ever reach. Here's where it gets stranger. Long before hilltop fires, some of the very first humans relied on something even simpler and even more surprising: sound itself, shaped and thrown across enormous distances. In the rainforests of West Africa, a communication system exists that researchers have studied for over a century. It's called the talking drum. Anthropologist and linguist John Carrington spent decades documenting how communities use drums not just to make music, but to actually replicate the tones and rhythms of spoken language itself. Many African languages are tonal, meaning the pitch of a word changes its meaning entirely. A skilled drummer could mimic those exact tonal patterns, sending full sentences, not just simple signals, echoing for miles through dense forest. A message about a birth, a warning about danger, an invitation to a gathering, all of it could travel faster than a human could run, carried purely on sound waves bounced through trees. Think about that. Long before anyone imagined a voice traveling through wires or through the air as radio waves, humans had already figured out how to send actual language across distance using nothing but a hollow log and two hands. But sound has limits. It fades. It gets swallowed by wind, distance, and terrain. So other communities turned towards something that could travel even farther and required no fire, no drum, and no sound at all. They turned to light itself and to a person's own body. In the mountains of the Canary Islands, a whistled language called Silbo Gomero developed among the people of La Gomera. Researchers studying the language, including linguist Julian Meyer, found that whistled speech could carry across steep mountain valleys for distances of up to several kilometers, far beyond the range of the human voice. Silbo isn't just whistling for fun. It's a fully structured substitute for Spanish, where pitch and rhythm patterns stand in for actual words and syllables. A whistled sentence sent across a canyon could be understood, word for word, by someone standing on the opposite ridge. Meanwhile, across open plains and deserts, other cultures relied on visual signals instead of sound. Simplified hand gestures, smoke patterns, and mirror flashes using polished metal or stone could send coded messages across miles of flat, open terrain where sound simply couldn't travel far enough. Every one of these systems shares something in common, something that connects directly to the phone sitting in your pocket right now. They all solve the exact same problem. You are here. Someone else is far away. And you need your thoughts, urgently, to travel the space between you. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar, whose research has focused heavily on the evolution of human communication, argues that this drive isn't incidental to being human, it's central to it. Human survival has always depended on tight social bonds, and those bonds depend on the ability to exchange information reliably, even when people are separated by distance. A warning about a predator, news of a birth, a call for help during a crisis. The pressure to solve this problem didn't start with Alexander Graham Bell. It started the moment early humans began living in scattered groups instead of one single tribe standing shoulder to shoulder. This is the twist that reframes everything. The telephone wasn't a radical invention that came from nowhere. It was simply the newest tool in a chain